I be forgetting to turn on the microphone. So again, peace and power, family. How y'all doing today? How are y'all doing out there in the world? Happy Sunday, happy new moon in Taurus. What I was just saying before I turned on the microphone was that new moons are about creating intentions. All right, they're up for new timeline, new ways of being, new challenges that you want to face, new things that you want to overcome. So I'm going to pull some cards. I've had a killer headache all day long. Okay. So this is going to be quick and easy. I'm pulling first from our Soul Truth deck. This is the self-awareness questions. And the first questions we have are, how can I deepen my trust right now? Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? Am I consistently showing up? And where can I ask for more help in my life? I feel like that came out in the full moon reading we did for Libra. So you might want to go check that one out. But I definitely will move through them again. Before I read the flip side, I want to go ahead and clarify with the tarot. We are using the Afro Goddess Tarot deck. And I love this deck because it's so beautiful. Look at the cards. Look at this one. I love it so much. I truly do. But I want to get all the cards out the way so that we can just chat. And we can just get this message out, this message going, this message through. And then I can eat something and go on here to bed. Because like I said, I had a headache all day long. But I really wanted to get this new moon and Taurus message out because it's a new beginning, baby. It's a new beginning. It's a new start. And Taurus is like in the middle of spring going into summer. So it really is giving like the bloom, baby, the bloom. So how we going to bloom in this new moon? Any clarifying cards for the Soul Truth questions? What up? Hello, Yasmin. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Thank y'all for joining. We ain't going to be on here too long, so we'll get some more. All right. Clarifying cards. And then I'll end with affirmations when we move into the end. So how can I, hey Audrey, how can I deepen my trust right now? It says trust, surrender, let go of the will. You can trust. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so you can deepen your trust in others. One way that you can deepen your trust in yourself is by doing what you said you was going to do. All right, good night, boo. Is by doing what you said you was going to do, right? So if you are saying that you want to start a new life, if you want to go into a new way of being, a new way of doing, you want to try something new, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay doing the things that you said you were going to do because that's what's going to actually get you the energy that you need to get, okay? That is one way that you can concretely build your trust within yourself is keeping your word to yourself and being honest with yourself. If you don't think you can do it for real, or if you don't want to do it for real, you have to be honest about that because your body and your mind is responding to your feelings. It's responding to how you show up and how you engage with the activity and with the practice. The clarifying card we got is the Ace of Wands in the upright, and I'm going to read that. The Ace of Wands says, what does it say? The Ace of Wands points to a breakthrough moment. Your enthusiasm is high and you are being driven by a strong creative force. Listen to your instincts and accept this offering. You have a huge potential for success with this creative endeavor. but it will be up to you to harness this energy and power to create long-term success. Again, you got to stay consistent. You got to really do the things that you're saying you're going to do, and you got to trust yourself, because the thing that you got, it's a banger. You in the beginning stage, they like, here you go, this is a creative thing that you need to do what you need to do, but you got to do the work and make sure that it's sustainable. You got to be consistent to make sure that it actually turns out to be the thing that holds you down in the long term. Okay, the next question was, am I focused on what I'm losing or what I'm gaining? And the back of that says, are you going through some change? We all are, child. Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Fill your heart, take a breath, and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. And I think this is so beautiful because it goes back to the last point around um, your trust, right? How you deepen your trust. Are you focused on what you're going to lose? Are you focused on how big the risk is and what you might lose from taking this risk? Or are you focused on what you might gain from doing what you said you was going to do and doing what you said you wanted to do? Okay, that's what you got to focus on. You have to focus on, what is this new life that I'm creating? What is this new way that of being that I am walking into? Because whenever we focus on what we don't want, we actually end up attracting it. Whatever you think about grows. So if you're continuously thinking about the negative, then more negative things is going to happen, baby. The clarifying card for that was the Five of Wands. And we got a lot of wands in here. We're getting active. The Five of Wands in the upright represents conflict and change. You're going to have to change, babe. You're going to have to do something different. You're going to have to walk into a new way of being in order to get to that life that you truly want to live. Your point of view is currently being challenged, and no progress is being made because too many opinions are being presented. Okay, wait a minute. This can be positive, as in a brainstorming session. However, this card can point to downright competition. If this is an internal struggle, attempt to quiet your mind and see all the options you have individually so that you may choose what's best for you. Options can be great when trying to obtain a goal, but discernment is necessary. Oh, it's too many chefs in the kitchen, baby. It's too many chefs in the kitchen. You done shop your idea around and everybody got an opinion and everybody got an idea. That's actually not what you want. What you need to do is get into a place and get quiet and get certain. What was the task? It says, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Okay? Because when you go out and you ask too many people about what you got going on, and you tell too many people about what you got going on, you actually don't get what you want in the end, because you have so many different ideas and opinions coming in that's distracting you. And again, what you focus on grows. So if you're too busy focusing on what other people are saying, you're not going to be doing enough doing. The next question, am I consistently showing up? You probably not, because we already done said that you got to deepen your self-trust, and we already done said that you're focusing too much on your losing. So you probably are not being consistent. But let's see what it says. Some trade their dreams for comfort. Hey. Yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dreams. Journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals. Then show up. Babe, it says comfort is the enemy of progress. If you are feeling comfortable in the place that you are currently at, you ain't doing it right. Something ain't right. It ain't what you need. It ain't what you're supposed to be doing, because the only way that you can actually grow is if you push past that comfort level. You know, when you're doing workouts and they say, oh, you bust out 10, and you know that was nothing. Because you ain't building no muscle either. That was literally nothing done, right? That was just maintenance. You got to push past that point of comfort to actually build that muscle and make a difference and experience some growth. And the card that came out was the World in reverse. My God. So let's see what they're trying to say with the World in reverse. In reverse, the world card signifies the need for closure. You know you must release these old journeys for a fresh start. Or this card's reversal may indicate a desire to achieve a goal, but a lack of willpower or the use of shortcuts. This will not yield the best results. So do the work, goddess. Even in reverse, the world is still within your possessions. So use your will and control your destiny. It says you got to let go of that old self, that old way of being, the old way of doing in order to walk into the world that you want to live in, baby. You got to give up that stuff that you've been holding on to, that comfort, because that is the enemy to your progress. It says success requires showing up every single day, even if you don't feel like it, and even if it is uncomfortable. You have to remain consistent, because that consistency is going to deepen that trust, and that trust is going to help you focus on what you gain and not what you're losing from the situation. All right, the last question. Where can I ask for more help in my life? And I think we got 2 of these last time, but it says, until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Okay? I ask for what I want, and I am open to receiving. Are you open to receive? Do you got your hand out? Or are you hiding your need? Because that's really gonna stop you or be the determinant factor from whether you get help or not. Are you asking? Are you asking? The card we got is the 9 of Wands. I love these pictures. Look at that. The 9 of Wands. Shawty is about business. It is a bunch of wands in here. I love that for us. The 9 of Wands. There we go. In the upright. The 9 of Wands could indicate being close to completion of a project and falling victim to an unexpected setback. Although this may be disheartening, you must be courageous and know you have what it takes to overcome this obstacle. The weakness you feel is just an illusion, for you are strong, goddess. Be resilient and win. You have to push through this uncomfortable part. You got to push through the part that seems uncertain, that like, I really don't know how this is going to go. I really don't know which way I need to turn. I really don't know what to give, what to do. You have to push through that part. You have to push through the part that's like, this is not working. I'm at my lowest point. How can I trust this? How can I do this? You have to push past that to get to what you want, because that is the working ground. That is the you tilling the land, the plant the seeds, and then you put the dirt back on top so it can actually grow, right? So this is the part where you are doing the hard work in order to get to the growth, the actual fruit of your labor, okay? So deepen your trust in yourself by being consistent and focusing on what you will gain from these actions, what you will gain from going above and beyond and doing the work that you need to be doing and that you said you wanted to do, because you said this is the life that you wanted. Okay, so let's end with a little bit of affirmation. I told y'all I wasn't gonna be on here long, child. My head is killing me. And we're using the Created by Loney deck by Queen Loney out of Charlotte 919. But let's do some quick affirmations. And then I'm gonna go get me something to eat. What y'all eat for dinner tonight? That's the real question. I need dinner options. It's already like about to be 9 o'clock. And I need it to be done before the equalizer come home, because I love the equalizer. Drink some water. You right. You right. You right. I do need to drink some water. I am a magnet for career success and unique opportunities. Wake it up. You are a magnet. If you keep showing up for yourself, if you keep doing the work, if you keep being your authentic self, you will attract all the opportunities that you need, baby. You will attract everything that you need. Rice, spinach, and baked tuna. I love that. I tried to get some tuna at the grocery store this past week, and they didn't have none. They didn't have no tuna, and they didn't have no chicken salad. It made me so sad. But that sounds good. I probably will do some rice, and I got some spinach in there. So I just got to focus on what that meat is going to be. Okay, we got another affirmation. I release the need to impress others. I have nothing to prove. Big facts. Too many times, this goes back to that, where can I ask for more help in my life? You're focusing too much on what's going on out there and too much on what people are saying, what people are thinking. You have to focus on impressing yourself, proving to yourself that you got what you need and that you have the energy, the capacity, the skill, the talent to make your dreams come true, okay? Let's see if we can get one more affirmation before we head out. And I normally do have my water bottle over here. I was moving fast because my head was hurting. I visualize my ideal life and watch it manifest. Do some visualization. Do some visualization. And again, this goes back to, am I focused on what I'm losing or gaining? Stop visualizing the failure. Stop thinking about how bad it can go and how negative it can go. Focus on what you want to manifest and it will appear before you. Okay? So I'll take a little picture of this and post this on my Patreon so that y'all can see all the cards and the readings. I really appreciate y'all getting down with us in the nighttime. Happy new moon in Taurus. Make sure that you set your intentions. Make sure that you start taking new actions, that you deepen that trust in yourself with consistency, and you focus on what you have to gain, y'all. And ask for help. There are people out there who want to support you, who want to love on you, who want to lean in and give you your big ups for all that you have done and all that you can do. So look for those people and stop hanging around the other bums. Okay? I love y'all. Stay safe. Drink your water and get something to eat. Okay? Good night.